Hey everybody, how you doing, John?
Hey, Andrew, I'm doing well. I need you've got your hey, how you doing? I need a catchphrase like you do.
I know we're
I
gonna
need
have to work on that.
something. Open to suggestions. And hello,
Gonna,
everybody.
gonna have to work on
Hello,
that.
ladies. No, that's not going to be it. It's I got to work on it.
No, we'll work on it. We'll see what maybe we'll later on we'll ask what people's recommendations are.
I'd be open to
So
that.
everybody, just want to let you know you are here for Adobe Firefly into Adobe Express.
Hot dog.
Gonna have fun with John Williams and Andrew Kavanagh.
That's who we are.
That's who we are.
Hey,
Go
everybody.
over all the fun prompts that you give us and create some crazy stuff in Adobe Firefly and bring it into Adobe Express, maybe dissect it a bit, turn it into a nice design for you. So thanks everyone for being here. We got people coming in. So
it could get weird today. I'm hoping it does.
Weird is good.
Weird is fine with me, man.
You got Andrew Nichols from the UK. Good to see you here. Says,
hello, Andrew. I love your avatar.
Stephen from Prescott Valley, Arizona. Good to see you here.
Hey, Stephen. Your avatar is pretty cool too, but yeah.
We got Heinrich from Germany.
Heinrich is just cool all around.
Yeah, and he started a Adobe Firefly group on Facebook.
Of course he did, because he's Heinrich. He does everything.
Heine, saying hiya.
Hey, are we saying your name right? I hope we're saying.
I think she told me that's how to pronounce it. So
well, there you go.
Jeff is here. Good to see you, Jeff.
Here, all right.
My friend Mirja from Sweden. Good to see you.
Nice. Hey, great.
Where is it? Coming in the fast. Kelly from Syracuse, Utah.
Crazy is easy.
Steven says crazy is easy. Trying to get a chain link fence to show up around a trainer park seems to be hard. It's funny what turns out to be difficult.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. See, Heine. I said it right.
Oh, okay. Heine. That's a good way to pronounce it. Thank you.
Then we got Richard or Rich. Good to see you, Rich. Facebook user.
Chicago in the house.
Barry.
Alberta, Canada. Great. SA, that would be southern Alabama, right? No,
I think so. And then where is it?
San Antonio?
The comments. And then real quick, wanted to give a shout out to StreamYard, one of my favorite multi-streaming apps. Stream to Facebook groups, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube all at once. They make it easy. So want to give a nice little shout out. Thank you to StreamYard for being so good. Here is a little intro to StreamYard. Thank you, StreamYard. Thanks, StreamYard.
Thank you, StreamYard.
Here we go. We got
South
Pauline,
Africa.
South Africa. Nice. And Dave from Sutter Creek, California.
Good noise.
Well, we got lots to go over, so let's jump on in. So
are we broadcasting live? Is this actually going on the internet?
Live.
Oh, wow. Gosh. Well, that changes everything. All right.
So we'll let John first. So Rich says, I finally got the email that allowed me to get Firefly. I just haven't had the time to play yet. Just have to remember that I have to eat and sleep once I start. That is a hard one because it's quite addictive, quite an obsessive tool. So.
Oh, you're not kidding, Felix, man. Rich, sorry. Totally. I mean, I am worried. I mean, I have to do the same thing, like set a timer for okay, got to fix dinner for the kids now. And,
put it in your calendar.
You got to pull away sometimes. And it's hard because it is so much fun. So
Jeff says his first request is the two of you at the same desk via Firefly. I'm not sure if they're going to know who we are, though, if we put in those names there.
Right. Yeah. That might require a little Photoshop trickery too,
So John, shall I share your screen and then you go into
share my screen? Yes. Let me see. Make sure it's all family friendly here. Okay, we're good. Yeah, it's good. So I think most, if not all of you, are already familiar with Adobe Firefly and that it's Adobe's new, still in beta, generative image, text to image, voodoo, if you will.
That's right.
So unlike just like along the lines of Midjourney and DALL-E, et cetera, et cetera. And you can go in and create text to image. There's also some differentiators between like Adobe and Firefly and Midjourney. And yes, and 6-year-old boy and your bestie telling prompts today. Oh man,
did you write those down? Jump in with the prompts.
Oh, this is great. Okay, I gotta watch these as these come in. And
so I know Jeff gave the one prompt, but I don't, like I said, I don't think they're going to know our names. So
definitely not going to know mine.
With those who are here, why don't you type some prompts in the comments underneath the live? And I'm
going to try to put some of them.
Andrea's here.
Oh, hey, Andrea. Man, now we're ready to get started. Hello.
Pauline says, been waiting a long time. Yeah, I know there's a bit of a wait.
Oh, man, yeah. Yeah, hang in there.
Okay, so Andrea and others, why don't you type some prompts into the, here we go. Heine says, elf riding on a chicken. There we go.
Riding on a chicken. Okay. All right. So here we get to see it in action. And this is so much fun. And I think you're going to really enjoy this. So go down here to your prompt here and type in elf riding on a chicken. Go over here to the button that says generate. And you see at the beginning, they give you a splash screen with some examples that other users have come up with. And this and right off the bat, without even doing anything, you see it defaulted
elf riding on a chicken
art, and there it is. There's an elf riding on a chicken, and this one on the right looks kind of more like a griffin, a griffican, like a mythical creature almost. And then have some pretty interesting.
The first two look like chicken, and then the third and fourth look a little kind of morphed into something else.
Not bad. So, I mean, all in all, pretty good. So, if you didn't know, you probably already do, but I'll go ahead and say it anyway. That Firefly pulls all of it does all of its training from the Adobe stock library, unlike Midjourney, which goes out to different parts of the internet. And so it's only going to get better from here. It's really pretty great already as it is, but they're going to keep working on it. It's going to keep getting better and better. And I think eventually, Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong, but you'll be able to submit your own images at some
point. I'm hoping.
Yeah, hoping that's the case.
You want to go over the content type and theme options that you get on the right?
Over here. Yeah, this is the good stuff here. So you can go over here to your different styles, and let's say if I want to do steampunk or synthwave, psychedelic, there's some pretty crazy stuff here. Cubism, if you want to go get in touch with your inner Picasso, hyper realistic, that could be interesting. First off, I should mention, though, up at the top of your content type, you have you go none. Let's see what happens when you do none, just out of curiosity, because it went to art by default. You can also do photographic and whoa.
That looks more like photographic as the default, right?
Yeah. Those are kind of like nightmare-y. I don't know, man. Graphic. I kind of favor art personally.
What is the third one?
Let's go
back from the left one.
I don't know. What abomination?
Its hand became like candles.
That is fun. Okay, I'm gonna have nightmares about that one. Okay, so let's try try cartoon. If you have any suggestions,
that's fun.
Just shout them out here. All right. So okay. Okay. We have one that was kind of became the chicken, and then we have one with I don't know what that is, but okay. Anyway, you kind of get the idea. And
this is why it becomes so addictive, right? It's always mysterious.
You have endless combinations here. You can go in here. So I clicked on painting. Let's see. What's another good one? We have different materials. Sometimes that could be fun. Concepts can be fun. You get beautiful.
So a couple questions though.
Yes.
First, Jeff says, "How long is the wait list to join the beta? I've requested access a while back."
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. I just know that I think what's happened is they thought a certain amount of people would be coming in to request access, and then I think they got really flooded.
I think honestly they didn't have any idea how popular it would be, and then so wish we had a good answer for you.
And then someone's from Facebook says you have to be a developer in order to be approved for Firefly. I don't think that's true at all. I think me and John got approved, and we're not developers as such.
Far from it.
Yeah. I'm scared of that type of coding and stuff.
I tell people I'm a web designer. I know enough about coding to be dangerous. I did crash a server once.
So Hani says, go for art.
Yeah. Okay.
And add hyper realistic, and you can also add your own prompts such as super realistic or photorealistic. So I think after your general prompt, you put a comma, space, and put in super realistic.
Thank you for mentioning that. And I noticed that when you and Paul were talking last week, that it seemed like you get more robust, I guess, results when you use the panel over here rather than the prompts. So let's try it before we enter a prompt. Let's try.
And Heine has another good thing to be aware of. Same with me. I never had an email back. I just visited the page, and then I think she refreshed and had access. Same thing happened with me. I think with you, John, you told me to go check the page.
That's right.
So, and then I think like a day or two later, I then got an email officially saying I'd been approved.
So, here's the thing, though. I don't know if I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird, but I just tried it one day, and I jumped in, and I was able to get in, and I hadn't gotten an email or anything. So I mean, maybe just try it, and you might get lucky like I did. I don't know. That was weird. So
hello to Alejandro.
Hello, Alejandro.
And Rosie's here.
Hey, Rosie.
The Adobe Express Insiders group a lot. So.
Noise. So, okay, interesting results here. Hyper-realistic is, I love the texture and the shading lines and everything. But anatomically,
right?
Not quite there. So anyway, the point being endless combinations of results. Now here's the thing: if you kind of like sort of you're not quite there, you can go up here. Let's say this one, this bad boy here, and you have an option. You can use it as a reference image, and it'll generate a whole set based off of that image. So
okay, so to clarify, that's at the top 3 dots, the top of any image, right?
That is correct. Yeah, where I'm hovering right here, right there, under options, so the 3 dots, and you can submit it to. You say, I'm proud of this work. I want to submit it to the gallery. Fine, you can do that. Great. Copy. You can report it if there's something like seriously hinky about it. I'm going to use this.
What's your own image?
So here we go. We have the variations based off of that result. And then you see here we have this little
What's up with the second guy, like being like this muscular elf?
That is well, he's the P90X elf. Yeah. And so one of Tony Horton's guys. Shout out to Tony Horton there. Now you have a little slider here under your reference image thumbnail, and you can slide it left for more reference image influence or more prompt influence. So let's lean it slightly toward prompt and just see what happens. I don't know. This is why we play around with it.
Nice.
So now we get some truly fun
results. Very painterly though, right?
Very. Yeah, that was Heine's suggestion. We went with hyper-realistic and painting. So and in fact, you can further go down here. You could try different types of lighting, backlighting, dramatic lighting. Golden hour gives you some interesting results. Let's see. Oh, and I almost forgot. Also color and tone. So you can do like muted tones if that you're going for that kind of mood, and et cetera, et cetera. Different options there.
Pretty cool.
Here you can change your aspect ratio. So if you're thinking this would look better, I think, as a landscape, and so it'll change aspect ratio.
Yeah, that's great to have. Aspect ratio gives landscape, square.
You get some interesting results even just changing that. So we have this guy down here. He's looking he's got a bird in the hand, and I don't know. He's like sending a message to Hogwarts.
I would download one that you like so we can bring that into Express later.
Yeah.
And I might jump in and do some prompts.
Let me say we try, and you can also show similar here. So let's just see if we can get something similar.
So Jeff says, very impressive for those of us who have used Midjourney, a much more user-friendly interface. Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
What I liked about it. It seems very direct. You can choose what you want.
Yeah, and I just typed in elf riding on a chicken. I didn't do any other kind of like specialized prompts, with a faraway gaze in his eye and stuff like that. So I know that you can get really granular with prompts.
Cool.
On here.
Did you download one of these images?
Let's see, which one should I do? Of all these, this guy looks weird. He's like, I think we'll skip that one. Maybe they have like an older elf here. He
don't want to like create something that gives you nightmares.
I don't know why, but I kind of like this guy here. I don't know.
And Rosie says, I love how simple it is to use. Yep.
Okay, so download, got a download button. So here we go. I'm going to download it.
Cool.
And you saw that, I don't know if you noticed it when I downloaded it, it says applying credentials. Basically, it shows that, hey, this image in its metadata will say that this is an AI generated image.
Cool.
So,
it puts that watermark at the bottom left. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
So maybe I'll jump in and do some prompts, and then
all right.
Then we can do a little Express.
Oh, please do.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I know. We need some more. Oh, typed in surreal and then typed it 3 times and rendered. Yeah. Okay. I see what I'm reading what Josh said here. Sorry.
Let me see. So I'll jump into my screen. There we go.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So you can see my screen, right?
Yeah, it's your screen. Yeah. Oh, and I really I hope we have time to get into the text effects because I have something.
Yeah, for sure. We'll jump into that. So we have Andrew Nichols. He says steampunk photographer.
Oh yeah, the steampunk gives you so many cool, trippy effects. I love it.
All right, so right from the get-go, when you go to firefly.adobe.com, you'll see that you have text to image, text effects, and then coming soon it says recolor vectors, and for sure they'll be adding other cool things that are going to be coming.
And the AI learning engine will continue to improve as well.
Yeah, ongoing. And so for me, I'm just going to just click on the button generate. So it shows some different variations.
Very cool, man.
But I'm going to go to describe the image that I want. And it was steampunk photographer.
Yeah. This will be good.
Never gotten that before. Have you gotten that?
I have gotten that, but you can just ignore it. It'll still give you results.
Okay. There we go. So we got a couple steampunk photographer. I like the second one, I think. But maybe
we got young Russell Brown over here on the left.
That's right. Steampunk photographer with a an exotic forest behind.
Forest.
Yeah. Well, maybe if I spell it right, that might be good.
It might help. I don't know. I think Forrest 1 R. Otherwise, it's Forrest Gump. You might get Forrest Gump.
Is it 1 R?
Can I say? It's 1 R. Yeah, right?
The language is very strange sometimes, isn't it? It's like,
yeah.
It looks weird to you sometimes.
It does. Oh, interesting.
It's cool. I like the forest background, though.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. These aren't bad, man.
These are pretty cool. Maybe
you didn't add any extra secret sauce to it either, did you?
No.
Oh, that's great.
So, speaking of secret sauce.
We
have this series of images. It's set to art, as you can see in the content type on the right. Let me click on themes under styles. Maybe click on hyperrealism.
Hyperrealism is like almost my go-to every time.
Yeah, it's a good one, right? In materials, concepts.
Clay, yarn, crazy stuff, man.
Tone, lighting, dramatic lighting. So we got
Gold Power is great with landscapes.
Yeah, art, hyper-realistic, and dramatic lighting. And now I click generate and see what.
Here we go. Here it comes. Oh, even better.
What's a little bit more detailed, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. You see, I'm pretty impressed.
I don't see much of the other changes though. Like the subject is very similar.
You see,
more detailed. Nicely rendered though. Like when you choose the lighting,
the
lighting helps to kind of make it nicer. Behind. And then let me see what the comments are saying.
Yeah, right. I know, Rosie.
Yeah, Rosie says steampunk designs are so cool. I made a cool steampunk rooster. That sounds good.
Nice. Oh, we should share that. I'd like to see that.
It's kind of funny. Most people seem to want to see how crazy or surreal they can get, and I just want to see how accurately, realistic, and detailed I can get. Yeah, sure.
That's true.
Heine says I'm in love. She likes the.
I know. Warning. This should come with a warning. It is addictive. It will take over.
Stephanie's here. Good to see her, Stephanie. Let's see. Andrew Nichols says cool. So let's see. What was the
picture with beer in it? Now you're talking.
Okay, so we got Heinrich says prompt pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbows
with a beer. No, that should be great. Let's try it. Pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbows. Oh my gosh, Heinrich, I don't know about you, man. I think this would be fun. I wonder
dancing on rainbows.
Oh wow, the 3D style can give you some.
So turn off dramatic lighting first and just see.
Sure.
Here we are.
You got
generate.
You still got hyper-realistic in art.
I want that though.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty well done.
Oh, look at this one. Okay, now my daughter would flip out over that.
I like that with the snorting of the.
Oh yeah.
Snorting of the magic dust or something.
Barfing out some rainbow. Yeah.
These are pretty well done. I like the purple kind of shading lighting. Yeah.
My goodness gracious, that is pretty
crazy.
Pretty.
All right. So what other? Let's see. Techniques.
Dancing on rainbows. Oh yeah.
Let's see. Watercolor.
That's a song. Isn't that a song, Henrik? I don't remember.
So I click on watercolor and hit generate. Let's see.
It is a song, Henrik. Man, you read. Okay, I haven't heard that one.
It's watercolor didn't really change it too much though. I'm curious though, even though I want color, but I'm going to try line drawing just to see the effect. Hit generate.
Showing
we kept the color. That's cool. So here's a larger view. It's got nice kind of, looks like a real drawing.
Osvaldo, yeah. Wait, this way. I just did a photo shoot right before our broadcast, and I just left it there.
Would you leave?
My C-stand there. Yeah. Don't leave home without it.
Okay, so let's jump back and let you have some fun again. So
oh man, bless you. All right,
we got I don't know, there's a few options here. We got someone says elf in the fridge, even though we already did the elf thing.
We're not being
here's a pretty surreal one by Heinrich. Hot dog eating a hot dog.
I'm doing it.
And then Andrea has a good one you can do after that too. So maybe do hot dog eating a hot dog. Shall I share your screen?
Brace yourselves, ladies and germs. This is going to get weird.
Here we are.
All right. Well, that's not as weird as I thought it would get. Let's go to art.
Art or something.
Yeah. And maybe even we'll leave it.
It doesn't get the concept.
Doesn't get the hot.
It's always a hand. It's always like a human aspect. It's not
a hot dog eating a hot dog, maybe. And I don't know. Maybe try. We'll go back to
a hamburger eating a hot dog.
Oh, that would be fun. Okay, let's try that. I didn't know we were going to explore cannibalism here, but
really. I think that's the weird one on the right. It's like the hot dog has been cut off.
So it's not quite. It's not quite grasping the concept.
No. Okay, so I think it's time to switch over. So here we go. Here's a really good one from Andrea.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
A buffalo.
Okay.
With a mohawk wearing a pink dress, eating corn on the cob in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Wow.
So I might have to read it out to you because it's
okay. Keep it up there for a second.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, how do you spell mohawk? Yeah, wearing pink. Good Lord, man.
Jessica says a hot dog eating a hot dog is repetitious. That is why it just shows the hot dog.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, but it seemed like a great idea.
Steven says one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater.
Oh my gosh, looks pretty strange to me. Okay, buffalo with a mohawk wearing a pink dress and in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Did I get that right? Oh, let me look here.
Let me go back. Sorry. Let me go back.
Taking a selfie. I missed that.
A buffalo with a mohawk wearing a pink dress, eating corn on the cob in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Did you get all that in there?
Okay.
Is it all in? There we go.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm going to go to full screen. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Wow. You know what? Good job, Firefly. Good job, Andrea, for that visual that has come to life now and will haunt my dreams forever. Yeah, I mean, this reminds me of a story. No, it doesn't remind me of anything because I've never seen anything like this in my life, and I'm digging it.
Pretty cool.
That's amazing though. Okay, got buffalo, check. It's kind of a water buffalo, but close enough. Mohawk, check. Pink dress.
I think she loves it. Andrea loves it.
Yes. We could add some more to it, but I mean, should we add hyperrealism to it? A lion taking a selfie downtown full of people. Yeah. Okay, but
so you add hyperrealism?
We have made that's hyperrealism there. So
pretty wild, yeah.
Pretty wild.
Download one of those for Express.
All right. Now, what was the lion in the middle of taking a? Man.
There's a great comment. Jeff Klaus says, "Firefly is an etch-a-sketch on steroids."
Exactly. I think that's you nailed it, man. You nailed it.
Steven made a good point. He says the program knows the difference between a buffalo and a bison. How did you jump to a lion? How'd that go? Did you download one of the last ones though?
Oh no, I didn't. Okay, but here
good. You got to download it for Express.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Okay, if you do what I did and forget, you can press Command or Control, and the left arrow. You can go back.
So Command left arrow.
Yep. So
cool.
Little tips
there. Which one do we like the most?
Oh Lord. Let's see. I think I had hyperrealism engaged. So let me re-engage hyperrealism. Hyperrealism, Mr. Sulu. Okay, what the heck? Well, try it again. Try it again. I don't want to spend too much time on Buffalo Lady, but I mean, come on. Should we try Bison? Wow. Okay.
I think
this one's close enough, I think. Let's
second from left or the first one? Or?
I'm thinking the second one, although the third one is pretty hilarious. It got yeah. I think let's just download that. Okay, and we can move on. Okay. So
Heine says Salvador Dali likes this.
Salvador Dali would approve. Salvador Dali, can you imagine? Okay, Rooster. What was it? Was it Rosie? Who are we? I'm sorry if we're missing some folks. I apologize.
Right. So we got that. So.
Do we want to go back to our lion and downtown?
Yeah, I have a whole list. So we have you want to do another one? There's Rich says night scene with full moon with a large bat flying towards the moon.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, that's different.
So with full moon. And okay, tell me again. I'm sorry.
Night scene with full moon.
Yeah.
With a large bat flying toward the moon.
Oh, flying toward. Okay.
Okay.
Sure. With. Okay. Oh. Hey. Well, look. There you go.
It's nice and iconic. Like the one on the right would be great for like a background for a design too.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah. Like a Halloween thing. Oh. Okay.
Pretty cool.
We could do one that I really like personally. I like fantasy. Fantasies and it gives you some interesting. So I'm going to try fantasy and hyper realistic and just see what happens.
So yeah, is that George? Is that how you say it? George.
Yeah.
Okay, out here for Adobe. What app is this, and how do I get it?
Yeah.
So let me just show everyone. So
yeah.
This, let's see.
I just realized you can see all my icons. Do you think I have enough? I think I need more. Okay. That's interesting. I like these results.
Okay.
So
too many different groupings of banners.
Download. Let's see. I
There
like
it
this.
is.
Kind of has a little bit of a haunted house in the background.
So this is Adobe Firefly. So you can get there at firefly.adobe.com.
There you go.
But you might have to go to adobe.com/sensei/generative AI/firefly to sign up for the beta.
Yes. Oh, okay, Rosie.
Did you download that, the one on the right?
I sure did. Rooster. I'm sorry, I'm trying to. Okay.
Jeff says Firefly is going to completely revolutionize stock imagery used for commercial purposes.
Yeah.
How about a realistic rendition of something like a Thanksgiving dinner table? Yeah, you can totally do that. So I think we're having too much fun with Firefly. It's going to be hard to go into Adobe Express. Right, John?
I'm sorry. I went to another world for a second. What'd you say?
Adobe Firefly sucked your brain in, right?
I'm sorry. John's not here right now.
He's only in Adobe Firefly buzzing around.
Oh, look at that, dude. Okay, well, an interesting result here. The first one, she's kind of got like a rooster-like kind of coat on, but clearly she's no rooster. But or he. Maybe,
those are cool.
Anyway. So yeah, that is really. I'm digging.
John, what's the prompt for that one? That's quite.
I know, right?
In a library or something.
Okay, that was Rosie's suggestion, and I did hyper realistic and fantasy on top of that, just to throw that in the mix. Because those are my.
I like the one on the right with the back. Kind of looks like he's standing in a library.
Yes.
They also look like standing in a library.
Almost like he needs a cane. Like, good evening.
Yeah, right.
And then I like the second one with the little helmet thing too. Is really creative.
It's like an intro to some strange show.
That's right. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing good. Okay. So
can I jump in and do?
Please do. I feel like I'm having all the fun here, buddy.
You're hogging it.
I am hogging all the fun. Oh, Pokemon themed photo. Okay. And I also like Jeff's. I'm sorry. Who was it? Somebody had a suggestion about.
It's hard to keep track of so many.
There was one that I noticed, and I wanted to get to it. Something kind of like along the lines of realism, and see how close we could get. That might be interesting if we're so inclined. So. But here
we go.
It's the floor is yours, my friend.
Jeff says, "How about a realistic butterfly on a rainbow flower?"
Sure.
Let's see.
Interesting.
Realistic.
I have high hopes. I think we'll get something good.
Rainbow flower, right? Yep. And what I like to do is, even though you can choose like hyper realistic, I like to say very detailed. I don't know if it does anything, but I like to say that.
Yes.
I'm going to get rid of line drawing. So hyper realistic art. And I also wrote very detailed. Generate.
That's good. Yeah. And so I wonder, can you, and I'm actually asking, can you actually maybe get stronger results or something closer to what you're envisioning if you put in the prompt and use the panel, the Firefly panel for the style panel.
What do you mean though?
Well, like you said, very detailed. And if you put in hyperrealism, hyperrealistic and highly detailed, I wonder,
I think if you do both,
yields
probably,
better
right?
results. I don't know.
I didn't know that you could submit to Firefly Gallery.
You can.
Oh, I'm gonna go. I want to go back and submit more of my work now. I didn't know you could do that. Nice.
You did.
So yeah, under options,
I submitted
right,
a couple.
dots,
I went,
you can submit to Firefly Gallery, uses reference image, etc. So I'm going to say uses reference image.
There you go.
And then it auto generates for you.
Yeah, I'll shut up. There you go. I'm just having fun.
There's like one with a bug on it. I like that.
That's interesting. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. Cool. Absolutely gorgeous. Heine, I totally agree. She says it's way too addictive, and I'm with you. Owls on a tarot card form. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
What is it?
Well, we have yes, there you go.
Tarot card.
And
let me try that. So what do you think, John? Right? Tarot card owls or owls?
Yeah. Oh, tarot card form, it says, from Jorge. Thank you, Jorge.
Okay, let me try this. Tarot card owls. Let's try that first.
That's a great suggestion, using a specific lens prompt.
Midjourney. That's nice, though. Huh? Look at those.
That is right. Oh,
this is quite nice.
That style. What the heck?
I'm going to have to submit this to the Firefly Gallery.
I think you should. I think you would be derelict in your duty if you did not.
This is quite nice, too, this one.
That's nice.
I like this one. Oh, look at that.
And, you know, I don't know about you guys, but it's really inspiring to me. It makes me want to try harder and be a better artist, you know, and do, and I've already used it in some of my like backgrounds and stuff like that. You know, just using parts of it, and for instance, we had a mailer go out, and I needed a clever background, so I just went to Firefly and said, "Hey, I want these colors, and I want this to, you know, look like that," and it did a beautiful job. And
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. For now, I'm into like trying the different prompts, trying to see the different styles, and then just being able to jump back, being able to see how far it goes, and then when they take off the watermark,
yes,
and then say we can use it for commercial use, even though I'm not going to necessarily use it for commercial use.
Which I did not use for commercial use, by the way, Adobe, if you're listening.
Okay, great. I'm going to use it with my own other images for my digital art.
Yeah,
but like right now, I don't think it's appropriate to merge it with my other images or, you know, photo montage until it goes to the next step.
Right. There you go.
So yeah, so Stephen says, shooting at zoos, I often need to replace all or part of a background. This could help with that now and then.
For sure. For sure. Yep.
So John, shall we jump over to your stream?
Oh.
Shall we do a little bit of Adobe Express fun? Do you want to?
We can.
You want to go to your Express and then open up one of your images?
So
I think your desktop's much more organized than mine. I might have a hard time finding.
Well, right, I know. Oh, well, I've got all my overflow. What you can't see is my overflow screen that's got all my crap on it.
Smart, hide it well.
But can I talk real quick about something? Because I want to do this in Express, and I'm like itching to try this out, and I haven't done it. So I'm going to do it in front of all you good people, and just like good or bad, we're going to go through this together. So you can also, on the main screen, the Firefly screen, you can do text effects here. So
yeah. Why don't you do that? That way you can bring some of that with an image.
Hey man, so here's some great examples here, like what you can create. So, and if you hover over, you can see the prompt: cheese popcorn, great. Jungle vine and bird. What's that? Toasted bread. Sure, why not? And et cetera, et cetera. You get the idea. So down here, you enter your text, like what you'd like to say. let's say Firefly. And what kind of text effect do we want? Somebody throw something out there. Just anything.
A text effect?
Yeah, just
or the word.
For in the comments, somebody just for the text effect. I'm sorry. Yeah, the style. About the texture that we want.
The word is going to be Firefly. For the text effect, maybe multicolored paint.
I have one. I'm going to get the first one that we had. Jeff suggested Africa. So,
but wouldn't that be more the title than the?
Well,
that's you're talking about, like, what style.
Let's do. Oh, okay. We said the word Africa and the style of, like.
Here's a good one. Richard says metal.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. I'm gonna try the African. It's like African animals. How about that? Does that sound
cool?
There it is. Give it a second. It's thinking. Oh, very cool, man. So we're getting it's coming in. Oh, look at that. That's not bad, dude. Not bad. Okay, over here on the right, you have a panel, and it says, like, different, like, how tight you want the, like, spillover. You can have it, like, really tight where it fits in the letters and doesn't go beyond its boundaries.
Right.
Or you can have it go medium, or even loose where it gets kind of like cuckoo bananas. And again, thank you, Paul Tranny, who came up with a little hack here for that. If you want, you can actually adjust the outline strength of that with this little prompt here. Outline strength. Let's see. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
So I just tried 4. Just, I don't know. So it's a little strong. Maybe I turn it down a little bit. Outline strength 2. Oh, that's interesting, though. We got all kinds of weird little animals. Like, oh, not 42. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay. That's much. It's much more manageable. I love the that coming out there, and he has different styles as well. Okay, I'm really liking that.
Nice.
Was it Jeff who suggested that? Thank you. So metal,
Jeff says that's outstanding.
Yeah, right.
And Steven says lion fur works great on Africa.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. But you get the idea. So have fun with that. Just another thing to suck all your time away. Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, like if the regular visual prompts isn't enough, they then give you all this text ones that. Oh, how about rock, ROCK, and then for the texture, maybe put in electric guitar.
Oh,
guitars.
Oh, yeah. So we have metal, and then you actually have.
That's a good one too. I'd download that too.
Or you can have you can be more specific to it. Sheet metal. So
Zosh asks, does anyone add their name to their works along with the Firefly watermark?
Yeah.
So I don't think you can add your name to the Firefly watermark, and so I don't add it like in Photoshop, put my name next to it. I kind of treat it as, right now this is truly the property of Adobe and it's not for commercial use.
Right.
So my attitude is to, play as much as you can, to see how far we can take it, have a lot of fun, show your work, but don't treat it as like it's yours. And then in the future, when they remove the watermark and we can mix it with our own photos and elements, then, you can, I guess, take more credit, or you can put your own name or something. And then someone asks, will this be recorded? Yes, we always record the sessions, and therefore it will be on my Digital Art Drew YouTube channel. So make sure to subscribe to that at youtube.com, Digital Art Drew. And there are plenty of other live events you can go back and watch and help build up my watch time hours.
There you go.
Oh, so yeah. Did you want to do rock and then put like
Yeah.
electric guitars?
Oh, love that. Yeah. I'm doing all caps because
Full.
I'm that way. Electric guitars. Oh, okay. This would be fun.
Or electric guitar. I don't know.
Oh, interesting. So if we boost the outline strength, maybe we'll.
Yeah, that'll probably make it better.
Make it like, yeah, give it a little bit more loosey. Oh, well,
so just to clarify,
expected, but
cool
still fascinating results here.
So to add those more elements, you did what on the right side? Where do you get the outline strength, or is that at the bottom?
Okay, yeah. So yeah, the panel over here gives you a text effect fit, if you will. So you can make it as tight and like constrained to the actual text, or you move it down to medium or to loose. So I have been kind of playing around with this little hack here that we saw from Paul Trani. Sorry, Paul Trani.
Right.
And
do you type it in, or
that's quite? I just typed it in there. Yeah.
I like those.
I saw that elements. My ears perked up. So I don't know what happens if we bump it up.
I like when it breaks out of the shape of the text and adds those extra elements.
Yeah, me too. It's a lot of fun. So okay, somewhere in between, maybe 20. Let's see what happens. Oh, looky there. It's pretty neat. So interesting. I mean, and you can always go in, download this into Photoshop and play around and like I did, go in and erase.
Did you download the other one, the other text?
I did not, but I did download something. Do you want to play around with this? I don't want to I feel like I'm hogging it up, dude. You're the man. I'm just here.
Okay, let me switch over and then
I want to see what you do. I want to see. Let's watch. Oh, and I forget, you can also change the colors, by the way, and the fonts. You're kind of limited on fonts, but
okay, here we are.
So, but I think that will expand as this develops.
I can't even remember. Let me see. I have this cool app that shows me the latest stuff. So and Firefly tarot card owls. We got the pink fluffy unicorn and the steampunk.
Steven, yeah, I'm with you, buddy.
Maybe I'll do the tarot. So, okay, so here I am in the general prompt area. I hit the left back arrow, takes me back to the main kind of overview preview thing. I click once again. Stuff there.
Yeah.
I click once again, and I have text effects in the middle. I hit generate. Now I can go in and I can type in. Maybe I'll just type in. It's always cap, right? It doesn't matter if you give it all caps or not, right?
It depends on your font.
Yeah. Okay, so I've typed in tarot, and what should we have? Cards as the texture.
Yeah. Sure.
Start off with that. So I always like to start off simple, and then see.
Yeah.
What it populates, and then you can choose other options.
That's a smart thing.
So for cards, that's kind of, I love the design. It doesn't look like cards to me.
Like cards, yeah. Maybe tarot cards. I don't know what that.
So if I hit loose, it's going to have that like sprinkle of stuff outside.
Henrik, thanks, man. Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah. So let's remind everyone. So not only post your images, but do join the facebook.com/groups Adobe Firefly. So you can also search for it, Adobe Firefly, or just join by remembering that URL.
Yep.
And then while we're at it, let me just also state, where is it? Consolidate my notes.
Sometimes those little extra fringe elements that you see there.
Yeah. But I was saying, though, make sure to also join the digital art and AI art group. So that's facebook.com/groups, the digital art group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's tarot.
Oh, sorry, Andrew. I was just saying that there's some amazing work on that I see on that group. I get so jealous.
Okay, so I'm going to download that, and it automatically downloads a PNG file with the transparency. Correct, John?
That is correct, sir.
Okay.
And it'll also have a watermark for now. For now, while it's in beta, there'll be a watermark that said not for commercial use, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so I'm going to jump over to Adobe Express. Shall I do a little design, John, and let you?
I thought you'd never ask. Yeah.
Okay, so here I'm in Adobe Express. So express.adobe.com. That's how you get there. And then you'll see that, I have a home button at the top left. So if I started off, I was in my own projects, past projects I've done, you just click on the home button, top left. And then you'll notice that there's a bunch of different suggested things, flyers, posters, and you can also click on custom size. And then you can also just scroll down and you'll see that they're suggesting seasonal highlights, popular templates, Instagram stories.
Good stuff.
So
there's so much in there. I mean, it's insane. And the library continues to grow.
Right. So I might even decide, okay, even though I'm going to add my own elements, text and image, let's see what happens if I type in, say, tarot card. So I might be able to get the text for it or something.
Oh, wow. So
that's kind of cool though. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 There's some.
Here we go.
And the great thing about it is you can get that and you can change everything about it, but it gives you a good starting point.
Absolutely. So I clicked on tarot reading, and then the thing is I'm going to go over to layout, and I'll resize, and I want it to be 1080 by 1080. They call it as under social posts. It's Instagram. So I always like the kind of square format. It looks best on Instagram and Facebook or something.
It works everywhere.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if I need all these elements. I'm just going to kind of move some stuff around. And then, as you can see, they're all different elements and not grouped. So when I click on one, you can either go up to the top right and click delete, or I can just hit my delete key. And I like some of this other stuff, but what I want to do is add an image. So I go to upload photo, desktop. We're going to look for the tarot card. There we go. So here's the Firefly image just worked on. I click on it, and
beautiful.
Where's the option to make it a background?
Oh, right click?
No,
nothing.
Usually it's on the right, but it says replace, delete, remove back. Oh, here, add to background. Oh, so once I have this image,
it's right there in front of you.
Trying to resize it and all that, I just check the add to background.
Right.
That's nice, huh? And then
that's very cool, dude.
And then all I want to do is, move this down, so breeze a little bit. Tarot reading I like, but oops.
What I can do is stranger will enter your life.
So I shift click both of these, and then I go over to the right and I say group, so I can then move this up.
You will meet an elf riding a chicken.
It's kind of cool. Reveal your fortune.
Buffalo eating corn on the cob.
Okay, so when I click on reveal your fortune, I like that phrase, and I like the kind of curve that it has, but the color is just fading in with the background. So I'm just gonna go here, and then as you can see, there are the suggested colors at the top, current palette suggested, and then you can obviously click anywhere you want though. Maybe I'll just move it over, try to see if there's a brighter orange or yellowish. Bring it up to top. Still kind of dark though. There we go. More yellowish. And then click out, and then click on that again. And I'm going to click shadow. And then we have a little bit of a drop shadow. That's pretty cool, right? Reveal your fortune.
It's not pretty cool. It's way cool.
So I'm just going to resize it a little bit.
It's crazy.
I like this one, yeah.
That's bonkers.
Now, this is pretty cool too. Like if I grab this card element, as I move it up, the auto align
Oh,
guides pop up for me. So that's
very
nice.
handy for because I don't trust my eyeballs all the time. So
Yeah, it's
nice to have those
busy.
guides.
It's so busy.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious. I always love the animation, so I'm just going to try
Oh,
it. Let's see.
who doesn't?
Typewriter.
Arrow.
In this case, though, I think it's fine as is. So
Yeah, we'll just leave it
I'm just going to download it, and then I'll
as a video or a.
as a PNG file.
Oh,
here.
okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I don't need the animation on this one. But as you can see, it's so easy to take elements. You create something in Firefly, bring it into Adobe Express. I choose a template, and it has the stylization for the text I want, and even the visual elements I really like. So I can just move them around, change the color.
Yeah.
I got a nice design here.
It's funny that original template really works with what you made. Did you plan this?
No, it just worked.
It just worked out. See,
that's
the Andrew Kavanagh effect right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see. Let me make sure.
I am currently.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah.
Is it okay if I share?
I want you to share.
Okay, then. All right, here we go. Oh, sorry. You shared for me, you rascal. All right, so here's an idea I have. All right. And again, we're going to explore this together. It could have disastrous results. This is something I already did in Firefly. So what I did was I had this idea for an Easter poster or a social media thing or what have you. And I did each letter separately because I wanted each letter to have like a different kind of feel, but all still Eastery. You'll see what I mean here in a second. So, okay. So unfortunately I have to upload each. Oh, and it's gigantic. That's fine. We'll just scale it down. And see here. So we can do scale it down. Let's do 15. Let's start 15%. Yeah. And we're going to move it over here. And then we're going to upload another photo. A is the next letter. And it's interesting that it's not. That's okay. Okay, we're going to put that here. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate your patience. Okay, I'm going to upload another. S is the third letter in Easter. All right. And then, remember what I said about eyeballing and not trusting my eyeballs? Here we go. That looks pretty good, I guess. In the interest of time, we'll keep moving. T, I made a T. There's my T. Not the iced kind. So T going to be.
So to clarify, you created each letter
in Firefly.
Independently.
Yes. I know you are thinking I've completely lost my mind, and you're right.
And then you brought it into Photoshop to knock out the backgrounds?
No, it was already downloaded as transparent PNGs. This is like straight out of Firefly. And then we have another E, which I made a little different. So the prompts I used, in case you're wondering, I think for the first one, the first E I made, I asked Easter lilies, which, Easter lilies. I know, I'm so clever. And then like Easter eggs for the A. And I think I did something like wildflowers or something. And then I did like wood, some kind of wood. And then I did some other kind of flowers for the other. God, you could tell I'm from Texas. E there. And now we need to round it out, finish the letter, finish the word with an R. And I think I just did Easter lilies again. So I know you're probably thinking boring, but anyway,
nice.
You get an idea of the creative possibilities, I guess. Whatever. Now I think
it's beautiful.
So, well, thanks, man.
So since you're in Express, why don't you, even though it won't mix well, why don't you bring in one of those crazy Adobe Firefly images you created?
Ooh.
Text over it. A little weird mix, but
I'm all for it. I'm trying to decide if we're going to use bats. We have our steampunk rooster, bats, We have our corn on the cob eating, selfie taking, pink dress wearing, mohawk sporting water buffalo
for Easter.
For Easter, I don't. That might have to.
That might be sacrilegious there, my friend.
Get struck by lightning, and then of course, we have our beloved elf on a rooster. I just realized the rooster has 4 legs.
That shelf looks a lot like a rooster. The elf on a shelf is a rooster.
Wouldn't that be horrifying? Christmas morning, you see that up in your mantle. Merry Christmas.
Or Christmas morning, that comes down to the chimney.
Oh my God. Traumatize the poor kids.
Or you're a kid and you go to see if Santa has eaten the cookies and drank in the milk, and it's the elf on a chicken.
There we go. That's it. Okay, so by the way, you can just drag and drop onto here. That's what I did. Quick, if you don't feel like doing the whole import thing. Now this, okay, you see what happened here? It added it to background. I didn't want it to add to background, so there we go. Horrifying, but for illustrative purposes, you can see, we. That's so wrong. That's so wrong. We'll add that to the background. La 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 la, and there you go.
Oh, beautiful, Lotus.
Happy Easter, everybody. I don't know what to make of that, but you get the idea. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we could just do this. Make it a nice, just kind of a pleasant background there. You could do that. Just make it, just blur the background. That's what I did, in case you're wondering. So I went to this layer, did blur. Enhancements. I can add maybe some brightness and add a little more color to it. Sure. Oh, I like highlights in this case. Shadow, not so much. Warmth. Just leave it. And then, there you go. So we took my abomination and made it something good. Anyway. Did I lose everybody? I think everybody just left.
Everybody's got blur the background again?
I'm downloading this thing. And I downloaded as a PNG.
Heine says my son would love it. His favorite movie is Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh yeah, well, great. Tim Burton, we love Tim Burton. But there you go. You get the idea, and you can even take this further if you are so inclined. But anyway, I'm done. Thank you very much. Cool. Y'all have been wonderful. Thank you. Still.
I think we can keep going on. There's
you guys are awesome.
Different fun prompts to do, but
we could. And I mean, I hope you get the idea. I hope this was helpful, and you get the idea that
it gives you an idea of Adobe Firefly, and also how you could bring it into Express and make a nice design. I kind of like that design a lot. The tarot card with the owls. I think that's nice.
Oh my gosh,
I'll have to share that in the Adobe Express Insiders group on Facebook. A little shout out to them.
You knocked it out of the park with that. That was amazing.
Rosie says thank you guys. And so let's give us some shout outs to some places to check things out. So
yes.
First thing is, don't forget, you can get to Adobe Express by going to adobe.com/express or express.adobe.com.
Mm-hmm.
I also wanted to give a shout out to a friend of mine who has a new book out, Photoshop on the iPad by Rob DeWinter.
Yes.
It's been released. John, I'm showing the thing.
Sorry.
Photoshop on the iPad by Rob DeWinter. You can get it here. And so I will put that link in the event pages and also under the lives if you want, or just reach out to me, message me, and just a little show you a glimpse of that. That is Photoshop on the iPad by Rob DeWinter. Looks beautiful, right?
Even if he wasn't a friend, I'd highly recommend that. Rob knows what
great teacher, right?
Great teacher, and just humble and just the sweetest guy you could ever meet. So I definitely recommend it too.
Osvaldo, good to see you. Thanks for sharing. And Well done, gentlemen. Very helpful. Thanks for sharing. And then a little shout out to me and John. So let me share some of our links. So you can find John on Facebook at Pixelingo Media. You can find him on LinkedIn at Pixelingo.
When I'm on.
That's right. And Instagram.
Yeah.
Pixelingo JW.
I've got to update my gram. I got to up my gram game. Sorry.
I'm very busy on Facebook, but Instagram, I post some stuff. LinkedIn lately. Twitter, I don't post much, but
yeah.
So do remember to please subscribe, and you can find the recordings to these live events on my YouTube at youtube.com/digitalartdrew. That's Digital Art Drew on YouTube. You will find that there's a whole section for live events. Feel free to watch as many of those as possible. There's some really good ones, not just on, say, Adobe Firefly or Adobe Express, but also Photoshop, Lightroom. And you will find a series of ones that me and John have done together. So do check it out and be amused and educated.
Hopefully.
And then you can find me on Instagram at Digital Artist Drew. And I'm a big fan of Behance. So you can look for me at behance.net, Drew Cav. And what is your Behance, John? Pixelingo?
Pixelingo?
Good.
That sounds right. Close enough.
Look for John at Pixelingo on Behance and me at Drew Cav.
Yeah. And yeah, look us up on those LinkedIn or Facebook.
That's right.
Love to talk.
And don't forget to join the Photoshop and Lightroom group, facebook.com/groups, Photoshop Lightroom group, and even more appropriately for this type of work, the Digital Art and AI Art group, facebook.com/groups, the Digital Art group.
Yeah.
So yes, let's see some last comments coming in. Andrew says, thanks, friends. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Eric says, inspirational.
Thank you, sir.
Andrew Nichols, thanks, guys. Great night as usual. Keep up the great work. Thank you.
Yeah, you too.
And Heine says, thank you. Me and my sick elf on the chicken appreciate this hour of fun.
It was great.
And,
I knew it.
Links for the Firefly Facebook pages. And Andrew says, I was amused.
I was too, buddy.
It's good to be amused. And Rosie says it was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, Rosie, as well.
Yeah.
So yes, look for the recording at the top of the groups and at my YouTube, Digital Art Drew. Thanks so much, everyone, for attending. Thanks so much, John. And we'll be posting the link to recording soon. Check it out. And in general, when you are in the Facebook groups, Photoshop and Lightroom group, Photoshop and Photography, Strange and Surreal, and Digital Art and AI Art, always look for the top pinned post, the top featured post or top pinned post.
I love it.
We always have the live events, contests, welcome messages. So John has been doing the welcome, so he'll be doing that this Friday, I hope.
Unless I get hit by a train or an elf.
No, that's not allowed.
Or an elf on a chicken or a water buffalo. You never know.
Yeah, Heinrich will join us next time.
Yes,
so
do it. Please.
I'll have Heinrich make me an admin of his group so I can stream into his group as well. So Adobe Firefly.
Oh boy, here we go.
Me, John, and Heinrich will go live. So yeah, thanks everyone for attending.
My goodness.
Make sure to check out the Digital Art Drew YouTube channel. Digital Art Drew on YouTube. Watch as many of the live events as your heart wants to.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that yellow bell icon. You know,
a ding. All right, thanks everybody.
All right, that's enough.
See you.